Vanakkam. Let us start with unit number 2, quantum mechanical model of atom. In this chapter, we are going to discuss introduction to atom models, wave particle duality of matter, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, quantum mechanical model of atom, Schrödinger wave equation, quantum numbers and filling of orbitals. We know that atoms are very small particle. This small particle is a basic unit of all the matters in the world. If it is gas, the basic particle is atom. If it is solid, the basic particle is atoms. If it is liquid, the basic particle is atoms. So, the atoms are basic particles. In earlier days, the atoms are non-divisible and uncuttable until the discovery of subatomic particles. We know that what are the subatomic particles? Electrons, protons and neutrons. These are the subatomic particles present in the atoms. For the discovery, the many atom models are proposed. In your 9th standard, you may study Dalton's atom model, the first model of atom, and J.J. Thomson's atom model. In your 11th standard, you are going to study the Rutherford atom model and Bohr atom model. First, let us discuss Rutherford experiment, that is Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. In this experiment, this gold foil experiment, the lead blocks act as a source of alpha particle. The Rutherford bombarding a thin gold foil with a stream of fast moving alpha particles. These alpha particles hit the gold foil and most of the alpha particle passed through the foil. Some of them were deflected through a small angle. Very few of alpha particle were reflected or rebounced back 180 degree. See here, the many alpha particle are passed through the gold foil is due to the more empty space in the atom, and some of them were deflected due to the presence of electron, and very few are reflected due to the presence of nucleus at the center. From the Rutherford alpha scattering experiment, it was observed that most of the alpha particle pass through the foil and some of the alpha particles deflected through a small angle, and very few of alpha particle are reflected back or rebounced back 180 degree. From this observation, we can conclude as a postulates. The first postulate is the atom contains large empty space. That means the most of the alpha particle pass through the gold foil is due to the more space empty. The second one, there is a positively charged mass in the center of atom, that is known as nucleus. So from this Rutherford experiment, we can conclude the positively charged mass present in the center of atom. The third one, the size of the nucleus of an atom is very small compared to the size of the atom. The nucleus and the atom, this comparison, the nucleus is 5,000 times smaller than one atom. And the next one is the electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. That path is called orbit. Atoms as a whole electrically neutral. That means the number of positive charge and the number of negative charge are equal in neutral atom. So atoms are neutral. That is, number of protons, number of electrons always are must to be equal in neutral atom. Then What are the limitations of Rutherford model? According to the electromagnetic theory, a moving electron should accelerate and continuously lose their energy. The energy is lost during the revolvation or rotation in the path. The electrons revolves around the path, it will lose the energy, and due to the loss of energy, the path of electron may reduce and finally the electron should fall into the nucleus. Imagine a mosquito coil. If we are burn the mosquito coil, the burning will leads to end of the coil and it is collapsed. Likewise, here also the electrons revolves around the nucleus and path is reduced and finally come to the end of the path and it will enter or fall to the nucleus. So it may happens the atoms are get unstable, but the atoms won't unstable. Atoms are highly stable. Okay. So the very important limitation of Rutherford model is he unable to explain the stability of atom. Unable to explain the stability of atom. The next model is Bohr atom model. Max Planck and Albert Einstein shows that the energy of electromagnetic radiation is quantized in units of h nu. That is not hb, that is h nu. Okay, the h is the Planck constant. The value is for a Planck constant 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule per second. Joule per second. And the nu is a frequency of the radiation. The Max Planck and Einstein give the idea that every electromagnetic radiation is quantized with the units of h nu. Likewise, the Bohr also give the quantization model, quantized model. Yes, Bohr atom model is a very important model and very important concepts are generated from the Bohr model. The first assumption of Bohr, the energies of electrons are quantized. What is mean the quantized? Quantized in the sense the measured quantity of energy or measured quantity of anything is called quantized. Like take an example, we know the wall is built up by many bricks. Okay, this is a one brick is called a packet of energy. Likewise, the energy packets are called quantums. The energy packets are called quantum. Those energies are called quantized energy. The next postulate is electrons is revolve around the nucleus in a certain fixed circular path is called stationary orbit or orbit, simply called orbit. Next one is, see, this is called orbits. See, this is a first orbit, this is a second orbit, it's a third orbit and fourth orbit, namely K, L, M, N. So the positive charge present in the center of the atoms, the circular paths are called orbit. The next assumption is electrons can revolve only in those orbits in which their angular momentum, that is, what is angular momentum? The electrons revolves in the circular path that get a momentum via the angular momentum. The angular momentum of the electron must be equal to integral multiples of h by 2 pi. That is, integral multiples means it will multiply by h by 2 pi values. That is, mvr, that is angular momentum mvr equal to nh divided by 2 pi. Here m is a mass, v is a velocity, r is a radius, and here n is the values of 1, 2, 3, etc. h is the Planck constant and 2 pi. The next postulate or assumption, as long as electron revolves in a fixed orbit, it does not lose its energy. However, when the electron jumps from higher energy levels, higher energy state to lower energy state, for example, the second floor to first floor, the excess energy is emitted as a radiation. If you are down from the first floor to ground floor, you will lose some energy, and this energy is called excess energy, and that energy is emitted as a radiation. The frequency of emitted radiation is h nu equal to E2 minus E1, that is higher energy shell to lower energy shell. Then we are rearrange this equation and we will get nu equal to E2 minus E1 divided by h. Then by applying Bohr postulate to hydrogen like atoms only, because Bohr atom or Bohr atom model is only for a single electron species like hydrogen, helium plus or lithium 2 plus. If hydrogen contains only one electron, helium plus consists of only one electron, lithium 2 plus consists of only one electron. So Bohr atom model applicable only for single electron system. And from the Bohr model, we can able to find the radius of nth orbital and energy of the nth orbital. From the result of Bohr postulate, we can calculate radius of nth orbital is equal to 0.529 n square divided by z. That n square is n is 1, 2, 3. The number shell number or orbital number in Armstrong. Z is an atomic number, and energy of the nth orbital can be represented in two ways, maybe in a electron volt per atom or kilojoules per atom. First one, in electron volts per atom, the nth orbital energy equal to minus 13.6 z square divided by n square, or in a kilojoules per mole, that is minus 1312.8 z square divided by n square. Okay, the next one is limitations of Bohr atom model. Bohr atom model applicable only for a species of one electron system. Already we discussed one electron system alone is applied to Bohr model. So one electron systems only considered for Bohr model, but it not applicable for multi-electron system or multi-electron atoms. And also Bohr unable to explain the splitting of lines, spectral lines. It may the hydrogen lines are splitted into 5 lines, namely Lymer, Palmer, Paschen, in the magnetic field. Okay, it may splitted in the magnetic field. That magnetic field splitting is called Zeeman effect, and the electric field, due to the electric field also the lines, the spectral lines are splitted. That field, that effect is called Stark effect, and these both effect is unable to explain by Bohr, and Bohr unable to explain another one important concept, why the electron is restricted revolve around the nucleus in a fixed orbit in which the angular momentum of electron is equal to nh divided by 2 pi. ஏன் வந்து அந்த கரெக்டான அந்த பாத்துல மட்டும்தான் சுத்தணும், அதே போல அதோடைய ஆங்குலர் மொமெண்டம் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு nh by 2 pi ஏன் அப்படின்றதையும் போரால எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண முடியல. So these things are limitation of Bohr model.